Joanna Parrish had been working as a teaching assistant in Auxerre in France. In May 1990, just a fortnight before she was due to come home, she wanted some extra money, so placed an advert offering English lessons in the local paper. She was contacted by a man and arranged to meet him one evening. That was the last time she was seen alive.
Malheureusement, on a retrouvé son corps nu, assassiné et visiblement violé. On mène une enquête assez sérieuse au départ.
It was very stressful. We just wanted it to be over as soon as we could.
But little did Joe's parents know that it would take until now for justice. The initial French investigation was poor. Mistakes were made. Evidence was contaminated. So Roger and Pauline said they had no choice but to head to France to find answers.
We distributed leaflets to as many people as we could. We were showing the picture to people and they were saying, well, is this what she looked like? We didn't know. We'd heard that somebody had been found, first of all, missing and then found, in the river. But we'd no idea what she looked like. They hadn't put out a picture of her or anything.
If we hear nothing, that prompts us to come over here. If we hear nothing at all, we feel we've got to come over.
Over the years, the case ground to a halt on several occasions. Suspects were investigated, which came to nothing. Gloucestershire detectives who offered to help even found that crucial DNA evidence had been lost. But then, in 2004, the names Michel Fourniret and his wife Monique Olivier hit the headlines in France.
Celle de Michel Fourniret à la sortie de la prison de...
Fourniret had confessed to killing a number of young women and girls with Olivier as his accomplice. Crucially for Joe's case, it was revealed that they lived close to Auxerre at the time she was murdered. Despite a confession from Olivier, he repeatedly denied any involvement in Joe's death. But that was until a new investigator interrogated him at length 5 years ago.
Michel Fourniret, qui est honoré d'être su par le doyen des juges, va s'ouvrir, Monique Olivier aussi. Et peu à peu, elle va les convaincre de l'intérêt de lui dire la vérité. Tant Monique Olivier que Michel Fourniret vont reconnaître le crime de Joanna Parrish.
Fourniret, as we know now, clearly was a psychopath. Not just a violent thug, he was a psychopath, a narcissistic psychopath who appeared to believe that he was on a different level of intelligence than other people. This was something we'd never seen or heard of before at all.
Investigators took Fourniret back to Auxerre and to the spot at the river where Joe's body was found. At last, her parents were close to seeing someone convicted. But there was yet another twist. Fourniret died 3 years later. Did you feel cheated?
Yes, in a way we do, yes.
That was the first thing you said to me, really.
Yeah, we would have wanted to have faced him in court. But I had to just accept, we both had to accept the fact that he wasn't there. The world was a better place without him. And there's nothing much that we could do about it.
With Fourniret dead, it was left to Monique Olivier to face the courts here in Paris. During the trial, she said that Fourniret was the man who'd answered the advert and revealed that he'd stalked Joe at the school where she was working and had planned to imprison her for days before killing her. She said she was there to lure Joe into the back of Fourniret's van in Auxerre, but did nothing as Joe tried to fight back as he was overpowering her. In a dramatic moment during the trial, Olivier was shown pictures of Joanna. She told the court, "She was beautiful. She deserved to live. I am sorry." But the prosecution rejected her apology, saying she was Fourniret's perfect accomplice, who did nothing to save the lives of his victims, and that Joe would still be alive if she hadn't willingly played her part. For all of the families, today has been a long time coming. Roger and Pauline have waited 33 years, but they were determined and focused to never give up the fight for justice for their daughter, Joanna.
For goodness sake, we didn't think for 1 minute that it would take this long. But nevertheless, I think we both thought we were so determined that we would find who was responsible, that we would just keep on going, however long it took, really. Joe was a very kind person. She achieved a lot in her life. So for somebody to take that away, there was no way we were going to just leave it to the authorities at all. No way at all.
Yeah, we got a trial, but it's not going to bring Joe back, is it? For a lifetime, isn't it? Such a waste, such a terrible waste.
Steve Knibbs, BBC Points West, Paris.